Hello, people. It's another wonderful day, and today is a very special edition. It's the Eid version of the Gear Up Series Live, and this is the expose version where we learn stuff. I have a very interesting young person, and I'm going to be interviewing today. It's amazing, speaking to young people who already have gathered some level of experience just in the first couple of years. So please stay with me today as I invite into the studio a special lady. She is by the name Rolat Abiola Folake. I'll call her Folake or Flaky for the purpose of this interview. She's a young copywriter and a content creator with already 4 years in her belt. She's a graduate of Mass Comm, even though she claims it doesn't matter what if you studied Mass Comm or not to be a good copywriter. She graduated from the prestigious University of Lagos. She believes in fresh perspectives, continuous learning, and always trying new techniques to help businesses evolve and grow. Her role as a copywriter today revolves around the essential talents of brand messaging, marketing, communication, and she draws from an in-depth of understanding in the human psychology space. So she's going to be reading everybody's mind while we're speaking here and all the questions that you may ask later on. Through daily research and creation of buyer personas, and she's worked for brands like Baco, like Ajinomoto, Providence Bank, and GN Homes, Restaurant, Flower Mills, Budweiser. And then she has to accredit the 2019 Future Leader of Marketing in her belt. When I grow up, I want to be like her. And she believes that she's going to conquer the business world, creating opportunities for young people just like her. A copy at a time. Please join me in welcoming Rolake. Drum roll. All right, I'm very glad to have you around, Folake. Thanks for making it despite the holiday. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a recorded version, so you'll be listening to this maybe an hour, 2 hours after we've done this recording. But all the same, if you have any question, please drop in the comment, and I will get Folake to respond. Regardless of what psychological stunts she plays, she will respond to them, and then we will get back to you. Do like our video on YouTube, subscribe, and on Facebook, like our page, and on LinkedIn, please follow us and like our page. And so, Folake, just a few words. How's your experience been being a graduate of mass communication from University of Lagos? Was it tough?
I can say it's actually not supposed to be easy, so I can't say it's tough. I'll just say yes. It was just there. So just there, I had my challenges, I had my back and forth, but at the end of the day, I passed out. That's the important
As in
thing.
you passed out like this.
No, there's a situation whereby people that say they came out with first class, they always say I graduated with the first class. But me, I passed out. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You get what I mean? So basically, I passed out.
Can you imagine?
But yeah.
Interesting.
It was okay.
All right. So straight to the point. I want to ask you this, and I want you to answer as honest as possible.
Okay.
There's all this noise about technology out there right now, that
Okay.
especially again since COVID-19, and where people are saying, hey, the only way to get young people get employed is either one, through agriculture, and through digital technology.
Okay.
Do you believe that the digital evolution, actually is impacting a new job designation?
Yes. At the end of the day, this world is actually let's say a digital village. Because gone are the days, our parents will write CVs, write it in a piece of paper, carry their legs, go to Ikeja or go to Lekki with their legs to go and submit CVs. Right now, you actually just have to write, send a mail, and your CV gets over to your prospective employer. Or for example, now you want to say, oh, I can do this, I can do that, I can do this, I can do that. You know, there's in those days people will actually say, oh, I can do this, but they can't do it. You will not ask them for probably evidence, probably a digital footprint. At the end of the day, if you, yeah, okay, you know Rolata Bella Folake, yeah, oh yeah, go and Google her. You get to see every article she has ever written. You get to see her Instagram. You get to see her Twitter. You get to see if she's a good or a bad person online. That is, you understand what I'm trying to
Mm.
say? Yes, digital has a lot to do with how not just copywriting but other professions handle. Because at the end of the day, there's always a saying that the internet never forgets.
Mm.
That's why sometimes you actually try as much as possible to watch whatever you do outside,
Mm-hmm.
where in the view of cameras, in the view of communicate any communication device. Because at the end of the day, someone will go and dig it out, and it might
Mm.
actually affect your chances of getting employed in a company or something. So yes,
Mm.
believe it or not, it's helping. Our laptops are there. You don't write with your paper, you don't write with paper, you don't write with hand. Your laptops are there. Shared devices, you can work on Slack. You can share what you are working with your company. Maybe you are lying, oh, I'm working. Maybe you are lying that you're not even working, you're sleeping. They get to see you working because you are editing the documents, eh? And they are
Life.
seeing what you are doing. So yes, technology has its impacts, believe me or not. It has its impact in our lives, be it your job as a copywriter, be it your job as a fashion designer. It has its own advantages, and yes, it's here to stay.
Mm. Beautiful. Another one for you. How did you start copywriting and why? You know.
Okay. I started. Let me answer the wife first. I'm broke. Money do wo. I need money. That's the purpose. Let's forget that. It's inspiring me to. I'm becoming a better person. I'm contributing to the value of the company or whatever. See, at the end of the day, owo ni koko. Okay, so I came about copywriting by accident. Yeah, I was a writer, not a copywriter. I wrote
Okay. Mm.
poetry, short stories, rants, all those kind of things. But I wasn't very passionate about it. It was just there. So when I started monetizing, it was in my second year in school. Yeah,
Mm.
I actually had went through a phase in my life. Let's just say I was kind of depressed, and I actually intensified my writing. Some writings, the things I used to write in my jotter, in my diaries, I started putting it out there on WhatsApp. And people were like, wow, Falake, this is cool. I can feel the emotion in this. This is nice. I was like, okay, okay, I think I'm doing something. So at the end of the day, even if you want to do something, you have to leave your comfort zone. You have to stop doing it in the corner. Take it out there. Even if they criticize, you cry tears of pain. And at the end of the day, you cry tears of joy. That's like a point, a thing, something I learned later on. Okay, so from poetry, I started doing broadcast messages at BCs, yeah, in school.
Mm-hmm.
There was nobody that did not know Folake Discovery. Any event in school, any celebrity that's coming to school, the people that call themselves PRs, they didn't know it's influencer. They call themselves PRs in school. They'll come and meet Falake, please come and let me write BC. I'll write for them just very short, simple BC. And we actually get people attending those events, say showing my BCs as like a pass to enter events. I was like, wow, it's like I'm very, very good though. All right. So from then I moved to managing social media pages for people. Yeah. Manage social media pages, they'll give me the pages, I'll create content. Yeah, I'll send to their designer to design, then post, you understand? At the point I got tired, I was like, oh no, I can't be doing this. Is a lot of stress. Let me do something else. I said, okay, what I'll be doing is that I'll focus majorly on content and start pushing content straight up. So I started working as a backend person, work with people that mind social media, create content, give it to them, they will post and they'll pay me. I'll be getting my money. Copywriting came in year three. So all this story I've telling this long story is actually second year in school. All these stories, long story. Third year
Wow.
in school, we had to go for IT. Because during that period that they said, okay, you actually have to go look for an advertising agency, a broadcast agency to work for 300 hours. And
Mm-hmm.
considering the fact that I was actually a very proud person, I was very proud considering because we hadn't been given our letters yet. but I already had like a small portfolio. So I was just going to those companies, giving them portfolio and CV, feel like someone that has made it in life. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
There's that. So yeah, I got into one of the companies that I applied for, and I from there within like the first 2 3 weeks, I already started. I already scripted a YouTube series already, which they produced the next month. Although they started treating me like a worker, not an intern, because I actually went with the mindset that I'm not going to learn. No. I'm actually not going to even give them the impression that I don't know how to do this thing. But I'm going to go,
Mm-hmm.
read, observe, and then kill it. Because at the end of the day, I actually know how to create content, but I wasn't a copywriter. I was a content creator, not a copywriter. So I actually said, I'm going to learn on the job, but I'm not going to give these people the impression that I'm learning on the job. So I got there, observed, did my own research, and from then I started working. After my IT, they retained me. So I was there in my year 3, my year 4. I finished school. I was there 1 year after I was there. Then I decided to freelance and do my thing after that. So yeah, it's been it's been a ride. I actually have a lot to learn. I have a lot to learn. This is just like the
But you don't
beginning
like to
for
see
me.
that you have a lot to learn.
Yes, I do, because at the end of the day, the way I was so agile, enthusiastic about copywriting, they actually see younger people like year 1, year 2 that are still going to come and say, who is this old woman? My friend, will you she? What are you writing? Say, just what I'm trying to say. So learning is
Mm-hmm.
supposed to be an everyday thing, not just I've done it, I'm very good. Let's leave it that. So I'm still learning, and so far the learning process has been awesome, because I decided that okay, instead of just doing copywriting, I also said I'll venture into storytelling, making videos, stories, telling stories that people can relate with, not just giving them copies. But at the end of the day,
Mm-hmm.
copies is not just writing ads; it's also telling stories that will prompt them to take action. You understand? So yeah, it's been it's been great, and it's going to be greater.
I like your spirit. It's you're challenging me. Uh, I'm most likely going to
Challenging
start
you,
a
okay?
career
No,
in
no, it's
copywriting after this, and you'll be my first mentor. All
it's
right.
okay.
Yeah, okay. Thank you for accepting. All right. So, you in the process of explaining to me, you mentioned that copywriting is different from writing. Could you
Yes, please.
do a little justice on what's the difference between I'm a writer generally, or I'm a content
Okay,
creator
so
generally, from
for
I
copy,
write copy?
okay, so writing is it's a lot. Is not just carrying a pen or carrying your phone and typing words. It involves a lot of thinking. It involves a lot of pretending to go into the shoes of whoever is reading. Because at the end of the day, if you want your writing to have impact, you actually have to think like yourself. Think like the person that is going to get that message. Think like your client that is paying for that message.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So because it's not just you. You cannot just write what is only your village people will appreciate. Yeah, your local
Mm-hmm.
champion here. So yeah, the difference between writing and copywriting is very simple. It's like toasting a girl. Okay, writing is I want to toast this girl. I see this girl, I like her, and I'm like, oh hi, my name is Shola. Can I meet you? The girl say, okay, my name is blah
Yes,
blah blah. The next day, you say, hi, what are you doing? You are taking
I'm
things
taking
down.
notes.
You are jotting.
Yes,
All
this is
right, the
very
Lord is your
important.
strength. The Lord is your strength. So okay, yeah. You go and be like, okay. The next day you say, oh hi Shola. Have you eaten? Yes, I have eaten. What do you eat? Rice and beans. Okay, I went out, blah blah blah. The third day too, you still go again. You're not yet to say the girl, not to the girl that you like her, you want to date her. Oh. You're still doing ground work, you're still pouring water on the floor. That is writing. It's a process of it's good, it has its own advantages. But there are some products, there are some services that you don't need writing for. It's copywriting. And let me give you copywriting example. A guy walks up to a girl and says, hi, my name is Biodun. I earn 3 million a year. Yeah. I stay on Banana Island. I want you to be mine, and I can't spend any amount you want on me. Just name your price. I'm yours. Yes, that might sound as if no, that might sound as if the guy is boastful or the guy is trying to underrate the guy, but he's hitting the nail on the head. Even if the girl ends up insulting him, she will listen. She doesn't have to go through the whole process of toasting. Have you eaten? Have you slept? Did you wake up well? Okay, yes, I wore red today. I wore blue today. No, he goes straight. He knows what he wants and goes for it. So copywriting is more persuasive. It's more like you getting you telling going for what you want. Telling them you are not just telling them the usefulness, but telling them what will happen if they don't get that product. Do you understand? Like you want to advertise a condom now, yeah? Writing will be like description. This is a condom. It is latex. It is inserted by the male. You use it when you want to have sex. That is writing. Content creation will say we'll put you a picture of a very beautiful baby and tell you if you don't want this to happen in 9 months' time, use a condom. That's copywriting. Sorry, copywriting will tell you the result. If you don't want to buy Pampers, we'll put a Pampers there. If you don't want to buy Pampers at the end of 9 months, use a condom. It will just show you a picture of a girl that is sick. If you don't want to end up like this, use a condom. But writing will still be telling you description, how to use it, lie down flat, put it this. Inside. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So basically, it's there are two important things, but one has an upper hand than the other. Obviously, there are actually products or services that don't need copywriting. They just need content creation. Maybe like health services. You are trying to talk about a hospital's services. Obviously, you want to list it. You will not want to say, you will die today if you don't come to the hospital. You understand what I'm trying to say? Yeah.
Yes.
A hospital need more content creation than copywriting. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Okay.
But a fashion store, we need more copywriting than content creation because copywriting is not just writing. It involves audio. It involves video. You understand? People like to see something. They want to see someone changing the dress, doing like this, boom. You understand? Tearing clothes is becoming something else. That is like sample of what copywriting like can do. Not writing a long content, a process. Okay, carry the clothes, wear it put it on the model's body. The model walks forward a little bit, turns left, looks like a camera. That is a long process. So basically,
Okay.
that's it.
So educate me. So when we say writing, what comes to mind is words. But I know that content is beyond words. And
It's beyond what
you also have audio,
audio.
you
You
have
have visual.
video,
You
you have
have audio
visual, then you
visual.
have audio visual.
Yeah.
You understand? You
Then
have
you still
visual,
have
which
you
is
still
just
have you still have display like your POS, your banners, all those POS, those banners, those display stuff, buses. Yeah, those moving above the line
so. And those
communication.
copies, can you have copies that are not just words?
Yes, you can
That's
just
my
have an
question.
image. You can
And
just
that's
have
a
an
copy.
image. Yes. Let me give you an example. There was this ad, it was for cigarettes. They showed
Mhm.
this guy smoking, and they showed smoking. They didn't put any copy. They just made it look like his body like it was like a battery. So he was smoking and the battery was on 0%. Do you understand? That's
Mhm.
obvious. That I've not seen it though. It was something like that, but I'm just picturing it in my head. That's like telling you that this person smoking will soon die. You understand? So basically, yes, you
Mhm.
can actually say things without saying it. Just pictures.
Okay.
You seeing
Wow.
the child in bondage is enough to tell you that okay, this is slavery.
Mm.
This is something that has to probably servants. This boy is a servant, or this boy is being maltreated. Do you understand what I'm saying? Sometimes pictures speak more than words.
A picture
Sometimes it's
is
just
like 1,000
symbols.
words. They say.
I didn't get that.
I said a picture is like 1,000 words.
Yes,
So
yes.
if I get you right, let me put it to you in a closed, question format.
Okay.
You're saying that just the same way you can have content and content writers that write text, visual, audiovisual, you can also
Okay.
have copies in text, visual, and audiovisual as well.
Yes. Yes.
Good. All right.
Yes.
Currently,
Because at the end of the day, you are not you're not just going there to say, let's say for example, this my hands now. You go there to say, um This is a hand. It is a part of a body. It was created by God. That is content creation.
Mm-hmm.
But copywriting will say this hand can slap the hell out of people.
Mm.
It will tell you what the hand can do specifically, straight to the point.
Mm.
You understand? You use this hand to wash plates, to wash clothes.
Mm.
You understand what I'm telling you? Do you want a
Mm-hmm.
hand? Scroll down to get a hand. There's always, at the end of the day, for copywriting, there's always a call to action
CTA.
telling you, go and do this, buy this, get it now, get it before you finish. They
Mm.
might even give you a discount to get you to buy what that item is or something. So, yeah.
Mm. Fantastic. Beautiful. So before we leave, I want us to spend the last 3 minutes in creating a copy. Permit me. You know, I told you you'll be my mentor. I want us to create a copy together right here on this video
Okay.
that I will use as a caption. And I'm going to use it as a caption for this video to ensure that people watch this video even after we have finished this recording.
Okay.
Okay. So let me try something and then you tell me if it's a content or a copy.
Okay.
I will do two. Then you tell me. So I want to test if I understand what you're saying.
All right.
So first caption rather. Uh, Damilola interviews Rolake, who is a mass communication graduate of University of Lagos. Listen to this 30 minutes video and get yourself educated about copywriting and how it is different from content writing. Full stop. Option one. Are you ready for option
Okay.
two?
I'm waiting.
Okay. Uh, do you know how a copywriter is different from a content writer? Have you ever imagined what it looks like from the perspective of someone who is a copywriter?
Okay.
This next 30 minutes can change your life. Click the link below and learn how to write copies from an expert. From an expert.
Now you're making it yeah, you I was going to say
Good job, but I spelled it.
can you go back, like from the back where you were coming from, the back, not the front, the back. I'm being serious. I'm actually being serious. The back where you're
Okay.
coming from, the back.
Okay, so I should start again. That's what you mean, right?
Yes, for that second option. Let me tell you where you should cut out.
Okay, good. Thank you. Do you know the difference between copywriting and content creation?
And continue.
Ah, I missed it
Continue,
there.
continue. Continue,
Okay.
continue, continue, continue.
Okay. Would you love to get into the mind of a copywriter and see how they think?
And you're getting there. Continue going.
This 30 minutes video will change your perspective about copywriting.
Now, you are trying to tell them 30 minutes, but in as much as you're trying to say 30 minutes,
Mhm.
some people don't have that 30 minutes. They don't want to listen to 30 minutes.
Okay.
So, yeah, this video will change your life forever. Or you actually see like a clickbait, like saying, this guy swallowed a snake, and it's a lie, it's not a snake. It's actually
Mm.
similar to that. But what you could actually say is, do you want to make millions of naira from writing? Click
Mm.
here to know more. Do you understand?
Mm.
You're actually telling them exactly what they want, like straight up. That's the first thing they should hear before you now start telling them the whole story that Folake is with me in the studio. Folake, do you know what I'm trying to say? It's
Mhm.
like writing an email. You know, there's some email you actually, before you even open your email, you're like,
Mm. Okay.
you
Okay.
understand? I
So
think there was time like
let's not rush it too much. You give me your own version. I want to type it here straight away.
you pay my son.
Ah,
It's not free. You will pay.
I
You
know
will pay.
now. We'll pay after this
Okay.
recording.
Okay. So do you want to make more than 500,000 naira a month just writing? One, do you want to know the difference between copywriting and content creation?
Mm-hmm.
Click the link below or click the link in our bio to learn more. Or if you don't want to make it look like, oh, you are lying, because obviously we did not mention 500,000 naira in this video. This is the only time. This is the only time you mention. This is the only time. The only time you mention 500,000 naira, you could say there is money. They say money no dey Lagos, but there's money in copywriting. They say money no dey Lagos, but there is money in copywriting.
Mm.
Click here to know how to make money from being a copywriter. Or click here to listen to Folake talk about how you can make money from copywriting. Or click here to, you understand, about the topic. You will find how you input the topic. So you're trying to get them out from the first line. Like, Soros, okay, are you broke? You want to make money? Oh yeah, click here. Folake has told you how to make money from copywriting. Just what I'm trying to say. So there are some things that you actually, before you're not even interested in the topic, but from the caption, the beginning, let me see, curiosity, they say kill the cat. Maybe in the middle of the video, you might like, what's this? But do you know what? You have actually clicked on it. And the people have gained viewership. It's counting for them. You know, actually, at the end of the day, YouTube, you actually when it gets to a point, you monetize your viewership and everything. So even if at the end of the day you have already viewed, already counted, to God be the glory, amen. In as much as we would have loved you to comment for engagement, but your viewership to count. Yeah. So at the end of the day, you are trying to get them at the first, just catch them like this, catch them before they put the whole meat inside their mouth catch them with like this.
Wow. Folake schooled me.
Sir? Yes, sir.
Folake
I don't know what you're saying, sir. Sir?
Folake schooled
Please,
me.
I'm just a
It's
shy
part of
dog.
my copy. I have my copy now. Let me read my copy to you.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Do you want to know the difference between content creators and copywriters? They say money no dey Lagos, but there is money in capital letter in copywriting. Click below.
Make that, they say money no dey Lagos, but there's money in copywriting. That should be the beginning.
Why should that be the beginning? Because that one will catch. That's more catchier than the first statement. Is that why?
Do you want to be? The people are like, I don't want to. I'm not interested. But I say there's money somewhere. If you tell someone there's money somewhere, there's money in fishery. One in Ubao. I don't try. One in Beacon. Do you understand? People want to know where there's money, even if they're not ready to work that hard. They want to know there's money somewhere. Do you understand? So you trying that there's money in a business, they want to go and Google and check out what is it about. Say, let me see where I can do it. Before saying, do you want to? Do you know? Do you? I don't know. I don't want to know. Leave me alone. Understand?
Okay. Now I've twisted this. Let me read it again. They say money no dey Lagos. And that's in inverted comma. The money no dey Lagos in inverted comma. Okay. But there is money in copywriting. Do you want to know the difference between content creators and copywriting? Click below to learn
content creators and copywriters. Or you can say content creators and content creation and copywriting.
Yeah,
content creation and copywriting.
Okay. Click below to learn how to be a copywriter from Folake. You'll be schooled like me. How does that sound? I tried.
8 over 10.
I could do better actually, but for a first timer.
8 over 10. 8 over 10, you tried.
No. It's passed now. That's an A. It's not A plus, but an A.
8 over 10. You tried. That's it. It's back. Take don't kill me. Don't jebe. Baba for me.
Nice. Okay, so one final question. So it's a chunky question, so I'll leave it to you to answer the best way possible, and it will close the show. So if I'm a novice, 8thGear actually runs a training school where we actually do train, and copywriting is one of the subjects. And it will be glad we'll be glad to have you on board as well, and we can discuss after this. But now the question is, Okay, so apart from going to a training school to get trained and in copywriting, are there anything that I should know? Like, what are the prerequisites? Or what are the things that I will see and say, okay, I think I have the foundation of being a good copywriter. So for basketballers, it's, you have to be, if you're a little bit tall and you know how to bounce balls, say, okay, I can. For a footballer, you know how to run without getting tired and you can dribble, then you know that that's a sign that you're a good footballer. So, what are those signs that you see that one can use to judge and say, okay, you know what, from all these things that I'm doing, it looks like I'm going to be a good copywriter or a good content creator. And for you, you found it
At
that you said you found
the
it
end
by
of the
mistake.
day, you can't judge yourself because for your own mind, you are very good, but
Mm,
you're not a village champion. So I think first thing the thing you should do is do more watching, check out brands that are actually doing well, check their ads, check their concept, check their social media, check what they are doing right. And then in your own head, even at the end of the day, things that are perfect cannot be too nothing can be too perfect.
mhm,
Yeah. Look at ways that you can actually do this better. Look at ways that you can actually even do something that is like this, but it's not like this. Start
mm,
from there. Then after that,
mhm,
try experimenting.
mhm,
Come up with scripts on your own. Get like 10, 15 people to sample it. Don't tell them you're the one now, because if they know you're the one, they want to say, it's our friend. Let's not spoil his career. Let's not spoil his life. Tell them that,
mhm,
my sister just did something. Check this thing out. Does it make any sense? And obviously, they will tell you the truth. If they will bastardize that, they will bastardize that work. Yeah.
mhm,
Experiment, because at the end of the day, nobody's an island. Take
mhm,
take an elderly person, 15, 50 to 60 years. Take someone that is 23 to 4 to 30 years. Take another person that is a teenager. Prepare messages that suit their target and see whether they understand it. If they don't understand it, you have to start all over again. Because at the end of the day, you're not writing for yourself. You're writing for your client, one. You're writing for your target, two. Then reading is not overrated. Read. Go online. There are actually courses online. Free courses. Free. It's even free. It's not even you have to pay. Free courses. If you're tired, if you're not a kind of person that likes books, watch YouTube videos. Take out time and keep practicing. Just keep practicing. Keep practicing. Keep practicing. If it means for you to actually get someone a small business, maybe your friend's business or a family business that is actually you see that okay, this person might need content, try reaching out to the person. Ah, let me try out some things, one or two things now. Let me see where it will work for your business. At the end of the day, you want to make the money, but you actually have to start somewhere. Do pro bono jobs, free jobs. Ask people that okay, I can do this for your brand. Let me try it out. Start building up your portfolio. Portfolio is very important because you will not go to an advertising company and say, "Oh, can do this." Funny enough, there's some advertising company that you are going to intern. Eh, they'll be asking you for your portfolio. They'll be asking for what you're doing. Excuse me, sir. I just finished. I'm just in year three. And sir, is it my assignment you want to see? I'm busy my CGPA you want to see? Yeah. Try it. It's actually not too late to try. I actually there was in my fourth year. I actually took in some year one, year two students. I was pushing them that see, you guys should start this thing now. Start practicing. Start having even if you are not doing working for any brand. Take sample brands, make your own copy for them. Maybe get partner with someone that is an upcoming designer. Let them design. If you don't have the strength to create an online portfolio, get PowerPoints. Put those things on PowerPoints. Put it on PowerPoint. Everything is packaging. There's no anything. The package, just package yourself well. Because if you go outside and you just go empty-handed, they'll just treat you like an empty shell. Oh, you're just an intern. Just what I'm trying to say. You actually have to make effort yourselves. Because at the end of the day, even if God has to crown your efforts, you have to work because even faith without work is nothing. You actually have to do something. There has to be like a fish before we feed 500 people. Yeah, there has to be water before we make wine. So you get what I'm saying? So you actually have to put in a lot of efforts. In summary, read a lot, watch a lot, be a good listener. Because at the end of the day, a client will say they want A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. And you, because you have coconut head now, stubborn Nigeria, stubborn youths, it's like, okay, no, it's Y, Z that will go to give the client. Client will look at you, bastardize your agent. So be a good listener. Listen to people. Yeah. Be a kind of person that research. Like I said you should try experimenting. Give someone that is old, that is 60 to 50 years your copy. Give someone that is 15. 16, your copy to check it out. Ensure that you know what targeting is. Because at the end of the day, one message is not for everybody. Red Bull is not for old Baba. Old Baba might not relate because at the end of the day, it's a sports brand. At the end of the day, target for Red Bull is youths like me, like maybe you. I think you're a youth. Are you a youth? Are you a youth? Okay, you're a youth. I think you're a youth. All right. So yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, it begins with you, and God's hope, God's willing, you're gonna excel. You're gonna blow.
Wow. We have outspent our time, and the truth is that we could go on and on, but we'll have to put a lead on it here. It was a
Uh-huh.
very big pleasure speaking with you, and I look forward to hosting you again so we can have a part B of this.
I didn't
All
get
right.
that.
I said I look forward to hosting you again so that we can have a part 2 of this conversation.
Looking forward to that. Looking forward to that.
I want to say very big because there's nothing I want to say. I will just spoil every sweet thing you have said. So let's just keep it the way we've said it right now. Thanks for coming on. Happy
You're welcome.
holidays.
Same
I
to
look
you.
forward to speaking with you. And then I look forward to engaging you even further. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you.
Same here.
All right, guys, you heard it. You heard it from Folake. She spilled it, and she spilled it the way it is. So you'll be seeing the copy I created being used for the copy of this video. So you can go back to check the copy on why you watched this video. We crafted the copy right here on this video. All right, so thank you for watching. Thank you for spending the last couple of minutes with us. I'm looking forward to seeing you again next week. Have a wonderful Eid, and ensure that you do not finish all the Salah meat. Remains for me next week. Thank you. Cheers. Bye.